those hips flat. It's about rotating through the upper spine. It's comfortable to your neck to look towards the ceiling, so good. Here we're going to come into our cat camel. It's not the cat camel that I teach you guys to stretch. Cat camel is the same exact thing. We're either making that sturdy back or think of it as that one hump of the camel. So come in to that midline and neutral spine. We're not reaching those hips up and dropping down. Get behind me. You guys are all set. So with that overhead reach, make sure that you're stepping that front foot just a little bit farther forward than is comfortable so that you're making sure you have room to sink it down into the stretch. I like that the family's getting involved, Amanda. Yeah, 2 rounds all the way through. That's what I was looking for. So I understand that with that T-spine rotation and that cat camel, we want to move a little bit slower. But remember, this is trying to get our heart rate up. We want to find ourselves starting to light that body up a little bit. And that runner's lunge with an overhead reach and that plank to alternating ankle touch, we should start to find that heart rate elevating ever so slightly. This T-spine rotation is great for those of us who've been stuck at the computer a lot. Really try to take that full range of motion, open that armpit as much as we can to the sky. In our cat and camel, we're thinking about lifting straight up and coming straight back down. Don't let those shoulders or those hips shift away from the knees or the wrists, respectively. I spent a lot of time fidgeting. Are we most of us just about done? When you finish that last section of that plank to ankle reach, go ahead and stand up tall just so I know you're finished. I'm just going to stop the sharing and bring it back to the front. Don't worry, you guys aren't missing out on anything. Okie dokies. Coming to block number 1. Jesus, creniminies. At some point, we'll just have to watch them. So this is where we need a mini band. If you don't have a mini band, just watch through the exercises and we can do some substitutes. I'll tell you about in just a sec.
We do need a mini band for this block, and Dee Dee's already got the green one ready to go. So 4 total exercises that we're going to continue to repeat for about 8 minutes. Our first exercise is going to be our iso squat with a front raise. So first thing, just like Dee Dee already did, you're going to place that band around your wrist and then sit down into those heels. Feet are a little bit wider, keeping that chest up nice and proud. And we're going to straighten those arms out. Nice and slow, you're going from shoulder to knee and back up to that shoulder. So focus on keeping that core nice and tight and working through your range of motion. The most important part, you're going to keep those hands shoulder width apart and tension on that band the whole time. We've got 20 total here. Your next exercise, we are going to challenge that balance just a little bit. This is our standing balance bicep curl. So a little bit shorter range of motion for that bicep curl, but we are going to work balance and coordination. Yes, we are at the same time. So standing set position, raising one knee to almost hip height, and then we are going to focus on squeezing that bicep at the top, bringing that thumb right to that collarbone or the front of that shoulder. Nice, slow, and controlled movements here. You've got 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Again, keep tension on that band the whole time. Next, again, a small range of motion. We've got our pull apart. So for this one, you're going to have your hands in a fist, but your palms are going to face towards the floor.
I know, Kira, it's hard not to
really
dance with it.
Focus on it. Actually, Dee Dee, why don't we turn to this side so we can see a little bit better? You really want to anchor those shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Again, small range of motion. So she's going to stretch that band apart. Again, small, concise, controlled movements.
So my 5 a.m.ers who've listened to my lat conversation about that set stack, this is not a big move. Think about pressing underneath the armpits. It's not so much pulling back here, it's pressing down here as we pull apart.
Low row. So we're going to place that band around the midfoot on one foot. Stack that knee directly over top of that ankle. You can use your forearm to support as you lean forward in that hinge. We still got that straight line though from your ear down to your hip. And just like you can see Dee Dee doing, we're driving that elbow towards the ceiling, really using those big back muscles here. We've got 10 on each side. So again, 4 exercises, 8 minutes. Let's get to work.
So you make those feet go a little bit wider just so those hands can come between them. Bring those arms parallel to the ground. Don't let ourselves duck butted out. Keep that tailbone tucked underneath. Belly button is always into the spine. That lower back starts to hurt. It's because you let go of those lower abdominals. Suck it up and in like you were zipping up a pair of jeans. Ooh, how long has it been since you've worn jeans? Ooh, Nelly, that burns. So we're just bringing those forearms parallel to the ground. So honestly, those of you who worked out with me at 9 o'clock yesterday, I did not know this was going to be in the workout. Good luck, Godspeed. Those biceps are burning. I see you, Mary Beth. I see you. Ooh, Nelly. So again, for that pull apart, think that you had a ring in your hand, like a Pilates ring, and you were trying to pull it apart. So again, it's not so much about squeezing here as it is squeezing through here.
Somebody needs to come here and use these mini bands for me because they're way too tight.
These are one of those things that you should hate me in Orange Theory after about 3 to 5, and 20 is a burner. Come on, shoulders down, don't wear them as earrings. So make sure when you come down for that row that you got a firm grip on it. Nobody wants a fun nose issue, but a black eye might be a good story. Just saying. So if that right foot is forward, the band's going to go on the bottom of the right foot. We'll take it here with the left hand. We're using the right forearm for support. We're not pressing on the knee. Squeeze in. Make sure we're pulling that elbow right up in and against the rib cage. Keep the belly button engaged. We're not just hanging out here on the leg. We're keeping the spine tall. So maybe your mini band isn't quite hard enough. If you twist it once or twice and grab it once more, it'll add some resistance. You can also fold it in half and grab it twice down. Not gonna lie, it goes quick. Takes a little bit more difficult sometimes than you want. So play with it. When we get through that low row, we're gonna take it back to the squat. Not gonna lie, I wasn't really racing back to those arm exercises. Woo! Suck that tummy in and remember to breathe, guys. Remember that front raise is using the muscles of the upper back, not the shoulders, in the aspect that we're not shrugging them up. Remember, those shoulders aren't earrings. Woo. So what's the easiest thing to do to find that balance if you're having trouble with it? Find a still point in your room, something that doesn't wiggle, something that doesn't move. Don't watch everyone else moving on the screen or the little lady. That's going to trip you up. Guys, we got 90 seconds, just 90 seconds left in this big old block. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Last minute. Come on, Kara, you got it. I do like the wing dance, though. We got about 15, well, about 10 seconds. Let's try to find ourselves ending in balance. We'll just roll through this commercial. If you need to finish up those reps, grab a little drink of water.
Being sharp, or explicit, or excellent, or distinctive.
Coach D, you ready to get your heart rate up? I am. We're going to do it with a 4-minute agility block here. So Coach D is an artist, and she painted this beautiful square. We use painter's tape, and we encourage you guys to as well. A nice square for this agility block. So it is Tabata style. That means 20 seconds of work.
So if you don't have painter's tape and you don't want to put paint on your floor, just use an imaginary mental line. I feel you guys are smart enough that we can figure it out. If you want to build one of these squares with painter's tape, I have no doubt that it's going to happen again in the big picture.
10 seconds of rest. We're going to alternate 2 exercises and do 4 total rounds of both exercises combined. First exercise is around the world. So both feet, Coach D is going to jump outside of the box to the front, back in, to the side, to the back, to the side. 20 seconds, making sure she takes off of and lands both feet.
So I advise if you build your own block, make it only like this big a square, and then you don't have to go very far.
Getting that heart rate up. After 10 seconds of rest, we're going to move to in and outs. So we're going to jump the feet outside the box and back in, nice and quick, nice and explosive, minimal bend in the knee so that we can get that really fire movement. Option is to step apart and together. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 4 rounds of those 2 exercises. Let's do it.
Let's go. 20 seconds. Around the world. Make it happen. So again, it's a fun hop. It's a right side hop. It's a left side, or back hop. It's a left side hop. 5 seconds. And rest. Next, we're going to do our in and outs. It's like jumping jack legs. And 2, 1, begin. Halfway, that's 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Let's go around the world in 3, 2, 1, begin. Come on, halfway. And rest. Two, 1, in and out. Come on, 10 seconds. And 2, 1, and rest. There's just 2 rounds of those, right? I guess 4 rounds total of them. And Begin around the world. Rest. I like that she stands there like this. I feel like we should all stand there in a good pose. In and outs. Let's go. Play. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Ooh. Heart rate's up. In 3, 2, 1. Around the world. Last round, guys. Last time we're doing it. If you found that you go in the same direction every time, let's try going the other direction. 5 seconds. Oops, no. In 3, 2, 1, rest. This is it. We excited, guys? Last one. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1, rest. So not the end, don't worry. We got one more block.
This core block focuses primarily on the plank. We're going to strengthen those inner core muscles, which can help improve posture. You guys are going to have 4 exercises, 30 seconds of each for a total of 3 rounds, adding up to 6 minutes of total work. And you ready to do this? All right, let's do it. We're going to start in our low plank position. We're going to be on those forearms, elbows stacked underneath the shoulders, feet are hip width apart, keeping those hips nice and low. We're going to drop that left knee first. We have 15 seconds of a low plank over and out. As you can see, keeping that leg straight and just bringing that toe over to the other side, resetting to our starting position. At the 15-second mark, you'll switch sides. Next up, we're going to come up to our high plank position. So now our hands are going to be stacked underneath the shoulders for 30 seconds of a plank jack. We're going to squeeze those glutes, popping those feet out just a little bit wider, back to your starting position. Options here, we can always step it out.
Is that my
Luca? Back to our original position. Let's go back down to that low plank. We've got 30 seconds of a plank. Really focusing on that belly button to spine, squeezing those glutes. Options here, we can always drop down to the knees, holding that plank. Last but not least, we got that child's pose. So we're going to bring those toes together, knees out to the width of your mat, pressing through your hands, bringing those.
So the child's pose in this block is built-in recovery. We'll have those 3 exercises and then 30 seconds to rest. So let's get to it, down on the ground. So the point of the single leg over and out is not about how high you can get the leg. It's actually, interestingly enough, about how close you can keep that toe towards the opposite heel to find the real deep burn within glute minimus and glute med. Switch legs. And we're getting into our plank jacks. I totally timed that poorly. Plank jacks open and close. Let's go. We're coming into that forearm plank hold. In 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, whether we're here on our toes or on our knees. It's up to you and your body. Belly button glued into the spine. Hold it tight, guys. Hold it tight. "15 seconds and we'll find that child's pose. In 3, 2, 1. Knees down, untuck the toes, hiney all the way back to the heels. If we need to, we can always take those knees wide as well. I'm gonna bring you down to the floor. Okay, we're gonna go back into that leg up and over in about 10 seconds. So again, we're gonna go 15 seconds on one side, 15 seconds on the other side. I'll do a better job of watching the clock. Elbows and forearms down on the ground, extend the leg back, let's go, 15 seconds. Make sure those shoulders stay over the wrists. Make sure that belly button stays in tight. It's not about moving the lower back. It's about keeping the leg in control. Switch legs. Keep everything anchored. Keep those shoulders forward. We're going into our plank jacks in 3, 2, 1, plank jacks. As always, if we need to, we can take it into a tap step, but let's try to find that body solid. Come on, a little more than halfway. In 5, we're dropping down to that plank in 3, 2, 1, drop it down, elbows and forearms on the ground. Again, we're on our knees, we're on our toes. Breathe, guys, breathe. Halfway. Five tiny seconds, then we get to child's pose it out. 2, 1, drop it back. Let the upper body melt. I want you to really find a round in your lower spine. Okie dokies, chokies, we are going to do it again. We're gonna work our way through. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Shift yourself forward. Find those elbows and forearms, extend that leg out. We're coming up and over one last time through. Let's go. So again, we should feel this burning through the outside of the booty. We shouldn't feel it in the shoulders. If you're feeling it in the shoulders, we need to go ahead and engage that core and reach that stable leg back. Halfway. Hey, Ian, what up? Ooh, so close, guys. Taking in those plank jacks, let's take it up. If those wrists are starting to hurt too much in that plank position, we can always stay down here on our elbows and forearms for that plank jack. Again, we can tap it out. It's a little too much. Halfway. You guys are doing great. I can see you, Kira. I love it. Nice, Jenny. In 2, 1. Down on those elbows and forearms. Come on, let's hold that plank. Nice, Amanda. You got this, Mary Beth. Come on, 15 seconds. Last time we're holding this plank. Make it the prettiest, make it the best, make it the strongest of your day. 5 seconds. In 2, 1, take it back to child's pose. Nice, Jenna. Bridget, it's good to see you. Well, it's good to kind of pretend to see you. Not gonna lie, guys, I miss you. Miss you all kinds of crazy amounts. Big deep breaths. We got 15 seconds. Let the upper body melt. Don't worry about coming out of this child's pose too quickly. We're just gonna go into the next conversation from here. Whew. Okay, we got one little bit of cardio, guys. We're almost there.
5 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So for this agility block, we're focusing on lateral movements. That's gonna help with injury prevention. Ready to go, Vinny? All right, let's get that heart rate up. So we're gonna start off with a side lateral shuffle. So moving nice and wide, tapping the ground, and then going back the other side. You got 45 seconds of work, and then you get to catch your breath for 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Hold on 1 second. If you don't have a whole bunch of space, you can always do a side hop. You don't actually have to touch the ground if it's not in your range of motion. I'd rather you keep your chest up than just bend over for it. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of recovery. You guys ready? Let's get after it. 5 minutes of work in 3, 2, 1, shuffle. When you go to the left, you're going to tap with that right finger. When you go to the right, you're going to tap with that left hand. Come on. 10 seconds, guys. And rest. These 15 are yours. Take a moment, take a breath, but maybe not a drink of water. It's all bubbly in there. Let's do it again in 3, 2, 1, shuffle. Chest up, eyes out on the horizon. Come on, a little more than halfway through. 15 seconds. Come on, last 5. Don't you quit early. If anything, you're picking up the pace right here, right now. Let's go. And rest. Come on. Woo. Luca, Luca, Luca. Okay, guys, let's do it again in 3, 2, 1, go. I know 15 seconds is not a lot of time. We're almost there. Come on, chest up. It's just as much a reminder for me as it is for you guys, don't worry. Stay low in that grab down and shuffle. 15 seconds. 5. And relax. Nice job, guys. We're more than halfway through. 3 done, just 2 to go. Means 90 seconds of work. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take a big breath in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. I know you're tired, but this is when we put in our hardest work. Let's dig just a little bit deeper. Find that squat going a little bit lower. Keeping that chest up, using those abdominals. Big deep breaths, guys, come on. $15 seconds. Reach back, chest up. 5 seconds. And relax. OMG, guys, we got 15 seconds. We're gonna do it one more time. Luca's excited. Do you guys see him waving and cheering you on? He's into it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, begin. So right now, the world is a super stressful place. Everything feels like it's in turmoil. We feel like all we're doing is getting uncomfortable. But if that's the case, let's make uncomfortable worth something. Come on, dig a little bit deeper. 15 seconds to pick up that pace. Come on, if you want it, you got it. It's right here. 5 seconds. And rest. Nice job, team. Hot damn. High fives to each and every one of you. Amanda's already down on the ground. Let's get there too. Hey, Jenna. Oh my goodness. Devin, I'm so glad you guys came to play. Ooh. Okay. Let's sit it down on the ground. Bring the feet together to our butterfly. Let the knees fall open. Catch your breath. Ooh. Keeping the right leg close, we're going to extend the left leg out at about a 45-degree angle. Picking up tall through the spine, we're going to rotate through the torso. Reach the arms out like we're getting ready to grab that rower handle and hinge it forward. Hands come to thigh, to shin, or fingers to the foot. I want you guys to be aware of your pinky toe. So what ends up happening a lot of times we come to a stretch and we think about pulling our toes back, but it's really the big toe that pulls back. And we end up kind of inverting our toe to pull it back. So think about pulling back equally with the baby toe as well as with the big toe. Sit up tall, keep the right leg where it is, and we're gonna bend the left knee, reaching that foot behind. Sit up tall, our goal is to have that left butt cheek down on the ground. Feel that opening through the front side of the left hip. Understand that I'm facing you, so I'm gonna turn the opposite direction. You're gonna take your left hand, put it on your right knee, right hand comes behind. Sit up tall and twist over that right shoulder. Keep that left butt cheek reaching down, even if it means that the right knee comes up off the ground. Release it out. Extend the legs out long, a little bit of popcorn. We're gonna switcheroo. Right leg is gonna swing, left foot's gonna come in. Turn the torso, inhale through the spine, Frankenstein arms, exhale, hinge. So again, we're not rounding through the upper spine, we're not tucking the chin to the chest, nor are we leading with the chin like Yertle the turtle. Think one long line from the crown of the head to the tip of the tail. Think up, out, and over with the ribs, trying to reach them in front or below, I guess is the case may be, that knee. Sit up tall, swing the leg around. Again, find that opening, release through the butt cheek. Left hand comes behind as the right hand finds that left knee. Inhale tall, belly button in. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Release it out. Go ahead and swing it around, find that all fours position. We're gonna go ahead and turn the hands around. Palms are still down, inside of the wrists, face away from the kneecaps. Big breath in, exhale, sit the booty back down. High knee towards the heels, stretch out through the inside of the wrists. Bridget, you should do like a pony toss or flip right now, because all I can, there you go. It's a good windmill down at the bottom. I like it. Oh, I'm telling you guys, I don't have any entertainment in my life. You should just sit on Zoom with me all day long. Shift it forward. Ooh, turn those hands around. Go ahead and pick the left hand up. Place the back of the left hand upon the floor. Palm faces towards the torso. Straighten your arm, Kira. There you go. If we have the availability, we can drop that high knee back towards the heel. Shift it forward, shake it out. Switcheroo, pick it up, turn it over. So again, we're gonna find ourselves kind of with that bent elbow at first and that shoulder way up in the ear. It's because we don't like doing this stretch. It's uncomfortable, especially if we spend a lot more time on our computer in continuous efforts. You know, at the office, we get up, we walk around, we move, we do things. But at home, once you find a quiet space, you kind of get yourself stuck there for a little bit. If we can always drop that high knee back. Pick it up, shake it out. We're gonna go ahead and tuck the toes underneath, lift the heels, drop, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Walk it back, roll it up, Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Round of applause for yourself. A round of applause for your neighbors. Nice job, everybody. You guys did awesome. We're going to go ahead and take, hey, there's my boyfriend. Boyfriend.